It's Kristin and I have another review and new for you. If you are new to my channel, first of all, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. And this is a series that I do with BoxyCharm. They send me this box for free and it sells for $21.99 a month. Just in case, sometimes I forget to say that, so I want to make sure I say it sells for, I think if you sign up for longer, it's a little bit less expensive. I'll have all the information listed below. If you use the link that I have clearly noted, I get a little spiff for that. I believe it's $5 for you signing up using my code. And if you don't want to do that, you're not comfortable with that, then I just have the regular link for you listed below as well. So again, for the review and new, this is something that I do where I will review the products that I got in last month's box, tell you what I thought about them, and then show you for this month. I'm a little bit late on this. I apologize. I usually have this up on the 20th, and today is the it's windy today again. Today is the 23rd, so I apologize. I'm a little bit late, and I don't even know that this is going up today. So again, I'll be on top of things next month. I will have it up on the 20th. Like, again, my apologies. So let's just go ahead and jump into last month's box. So the first product in here was this Alamar Cosmetics palette, and it says the Reina del Carbi palette. And it's volume 1. I'm not sure exactly if I said that right, but I have to tell you, I really like this palette. I'm impressed with the shades in it. It is not a standalone palette, and for me, what I mean by a standalone palette, it's a palette where there is a, you know, for sure like a brow bone color. I'm not saying that every palette has to have that by any means, because how many brow bone colors do you need? So I just grab another one and use with it. But so this is one I probably wouldn't travel with just because it's not complete. So anyway, but let me give you swatches of the shades again. I know I did in last month's, but I just I'm gonna go this way this time. So this is Guantanamera, I'm gonna guess. This is Coco Taxi. This is Veradero and La Costa. This is Cafecito, Tropico, Celia, and El Mela. I had no idea. I'm not even gonna try. I apologize, you guys. So I was very impressed with how these wore. I was impressed with the pigmentation. I mean, look at this one. I have this on my lid. This shade is beautiful. That's the Guantanamera, take your pick. So I really like this. I don't know a ton about this brand. I think you guys had told me that somebody that makes YouTube videos maybe is the one that started this brand. I'll have to go back and look at my original video to see that, so I'm just wiping this off my hand. But yeah, I'm really impressed with this, and this is one that will stay in my collection. I'm trying to be very good about, you know, passing on ones that I won't use, but I think that I will continue to use this one, so I'm going to keep that one in my collection. All right, next was the Beddington Monroe Silk Lashes. I have to say I love the little packaging on this. It was something different being a square box versus the long rectangle box. This is what they looked like. I apologize, I don't have them on today, but you guys have seen them on me in a video previously. I did have to shorten them up just a little bit. They were a little bit long, but that's just fine because they might have been perfect for somebody else's eye shape. And I've worn these, I think, 4 times, and they clean up very well. They didn't rip. They were easy to apply, so I'm really happy with these. Now, this, by the way, sells for $28. I think that's totally worth $28. I don't have any issue with that. These are also $28. I'm checking my little list here. These are also $28. So that's pretty comparable to, like, say, mink lashes. These ones are silk lashes, but I think if I can get, for me, if I can get 10 uses out of them, and I absolutely will be able to get 10 uses out of this, I feel like they're worth that price point. So that's just my 2 cents on that. Not everybody's of the same mind. Now, I apologize, I don't have this here. I actually have it in my travel bag, which is all packed away, so I didn't pull this back out, but they gave us the Sol de Janeiro Brazilian Bum Bum Cream, and I love that stuff. It is so good. It is so expensive. It's $10 just for the tiny little size that came in that, but it really does smell amazing. I don't know about doing anything else, but it smells amazing, and it is very hydrating. I just don't know that it's something that I would buy on the regular because of how expensive it is, but I do really like it. All right, next was this 3-piece Luxe brush set. You can see that I have used these. I've used them, washed them, used them, washed them a couple of times. I really like to get a good use out of brushes before I talk about them. I like them. I think they're nice. This is a very nice tapered brush. It works well for creating a contour or doing a highlight, precision, powdering. You can use it for that. This one, I I don't use this one quite as much. The only thing that I use this sort of thing for, if you have a smaller face, this might work well with blush. Kind of drives me crazy because it takes too much. You can set under eye with this brush. That works nicely for that as well. And this one is a pinched dual fiber, works nice. It does actually blend really nicely. I wasn't convinced that it would, but for a highly pigmented blush, it blends very nicely. So I do like this. The set of these is $42. I think that's a little bit pricey, but I have to say, of the Luxe brushes that I have gotten, they seem to last very, very well. So I still think it's a little bit high. They're nice brushes, but I think the price point's a little bit high. All right, I've gotten one of these before. This is the Janta Blue. It is in dark brown, number 903 dark brown eyeliner. It's a nice liner. This only sells for $5, so it's very inexpensive. But with the same thing I had with the black one, it works nicely on the upper lash line, but if you put on your upper waterline, it will transfer down to your lower waterline. Having said that, it doesn't claim to be waterproof or anything like that. I just know that that's the question that you guys ask most. So for $5, I think it's a good upper lash line, or if you use liner on your lower lash line, I think it would work well for that as well. Anyway, and then lastly is the Ofra liquid lipstick. I just want to see how much this sells for. $21, and this is in the shade Verona. I like these. Anybody else over liquid lipsticks? I say that as in a haul. Either you'll see or you have seen that I bought some from Smashbox, but they're a little bit different. There's a reason that I bought those. So I have this on my lips today because I wanted to see the shade. I will say this, I prefer to put, I'm grabbing it here, I prefer to put something over the top of it just to sort of brighten it up a little bit. So I'm just going to take Becca Rose Gold and put it over the top. Just because it's my preference. I paused because the truck was going on and I was putting this on anyway. So my preference is to have a gloss, really. That definitely is my preference. But this wears as well as any other liquid lipstick. I've never come across a liquid lipstick aside from the Chanel one. That one I just feel like wears so much better than any other one. So aside from that one, I've never run across a liquid lipstick that doesn't just wear from the inside out very, very quickly, you know, creating that look. You know what I'm talking about? So I don't love that about generally about liquid lipsticks. And I think this one seemed like it didn't do that. Like originally when I first put it on, it seemed like it didn't do that as much, but it's just closer to the color of my actual lips. So you won't notice it as much as you would with a red or a bright pink or something like that. Hopefully I'm making sense. But anyway, I like the color. The lasting power is good. If you mix it with a lipstick like this, or with a lip gloss like this, it doesn't set like a liquid lipstick does, but it adds to the longevity because it still has kind of that long wearing in it. So that's how I use liquid lipsticks. How many times can I say liquid lipstick? That's how I use those, with the gloss on top, and it adds to the longevity. So that is everything from last month's box. Let's go ahead and jump into this month's box. So the theme for the July BoxyCharm is Road Trippin'. So I have put all of the products before me here. I'm gonna set up my little sheet here so I can have all the information. The first product is the Dr. Brandt Needles No More Baggage Eye Depuffing Gel. And let me just see the applicator. So it's a little spout applicator. This sells for $42. Whoo, buddy. So I don't have a ton of puffy issues, but I will try it a little bit. I maybe we'll send it to a friend, have her try it, we'll see. But I just find that the Dr. Brandt products, while I like them, I just feel like they're a tad overpriced on the regular. But so this says, say goodbye to puffy and say hello to youthful, rested looking eyes with Dr. Brandt's No More Baggage Eye Depuffing Gel. Formulated with biometric technology, peptides, and botanical extracts, you are guaranteed visibly reduced under eye bags and dark circles. So we will give that a shot. The next thing in here is the Crown brush. It says Fuego Eyeshadow Collection. I'm glad it says Fuego on here because it doesn't say anything on the package. It doesn't say anything on here. It has the ingredients listed and all that sort of thing. But so very, very pretty, very warm, as the name would suggest. I just grabbed 4 shades from the top one just to kind of see how they will blend. That one, the one on the end is a little bit of, I could have picked up too much as well, but so they look really pretty. I'm sure that a lot of people are really sick. I think this is going to be gorgeous for green, blue eyes. It will really, you know, accentuate. And I know that there are people that are going to be like, come on already, enough with the warm eyeshadow palettes. That's my guess is what people are going to think about this. I've not seen anybody's videos or anything, but They feel nice enough, so I'm excited to start playing around with that a little bit. The next thing is a Wander Beauty Unlashed. It is say Unlashed. I thought it was Unleashed. Unlashed Volume and Curl Mascara. And I will go ahead and give this a shot. I'm working on just some trial sizes of products I have right now. So that's interesting. It has an interesting little curve to the brush there, as you can see. And this says, the award-winning Black and Intense Glossy Mascara will bring your lashes to new heights, literally. The Unlashed Mascara volumizes, lengthens, strengthens, and conditions your lashes while using a combination of gentle ingredients. So we will see about that. By the way, this says made up of rich, warm tone shades. This creamy, high pigmented palette gives you exactly what you need to create infinite, flawless eye looks. The 4 shimmer shades perfectly complement the 6 matte shades, making this palette perfect for all your glam goals. All right, so we'll see. The next thing's from a brand I've never heard of before, which is one of the things I love about BoxyCharm. I get to try out brands I've not tried or even heard of before. The brand is Note. And this is a Luminous Silk Compact Blusher. And it's in the shade Desert Rose. If I can get it open, there we go. And that is pretty. It's kind of like a, I would call it more of like a terracotta. Ooh, you guys, look how nicely that's swatched. That was just me kind of going like that. Let's blend that out a little bit so you guys can see. Very pretty. So I'm excited about that. It looks like it's highly pigmented, so I'll want to use be careful with what brush I'm using with that. And then lastly is the Cella Beauty, again, another brand I've never heard of, and it's called the Tantalizing Taupe Eyebrow Cream. So it's got a brush on one end, like an angled brush on one end, and then oh, interesting. I was trying to pull it off and you twist it off, and it's legitimately a cream, so you need to take the brush down in here. The shade is in Taupe. No issue with that. And it says, add some wow to your brows. The innovative eyebrow cream effortlessly defines and shapes your brows with its creamy consistency and built-in brush. The velvet-like formula makes blending easy, then sets, giving you the perfect brows that will last all day or night. So let's just get down in here and see about all that. We'll see. So that's the shade. It's a very cool shade. I'm just kind of playing with it a little bit to see what the, I don't know, we'll see. That's interesting. You really can sort of, you know, kind of blended it out on the one side. We'll see how that's going to work. I've not loved any pomades that I've ever used before. I really only have ever loved a pencil. So we will see how that goes. I wanted to say that this sells for $11.99 and this sells for $26. The Wander Beauty Mascara is $24. Okay, so quick math, $134 is what the value of this is, remembering that this sells for $42. So I mean, I have to tell you, again, this is one of those things where I think even if I like a couple of products, it's totally worth if I were spending my $21.99 on this, which is what I always try to come at this from that perspective, because this is sent to me for free. So I really want to come at it from the perspective, if I've spent my $21.99, am I going to be happy with it? So you know, assuming that I like the mascara, the palette, and the blush, that alone is worth it to me. So you kind of just have to weigh that up. Anyway. All right, so on the rest of my face today, it's like, as I said, I had the palette on my eyes today, and you know what's on my lips? The blush is the blush from the Becca Be a Light palette. It doesn't have a name, it just says blush, so it's this one right here. It's in the Fair Light, I think that's what it's called. Light to medium face palette. So again, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you're having a great day. If you have any questions, leave them below for me. And in everything that you do and say, be beautiful. Bye.